More fighting. Oh.
Go for it. You've got to get in with the lead edge of your shield. Use it as a buckle.
See what you like about the Romans, but they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Here they come.
Lovely organic shade, one sat round, warm fire, gun fire, with our animals.
And you know, that's the one that terrifies me for IMCF. This is not a million miles away from the punch for base. So,
That's still really wet on there, man.
what you got up?
I'm going to get a damp hat.
Right?
Wet helmet.
A soggy helmet.
Yeah, you don't want soggy.
No one wants to soggy helmet. So they're having a bit of a discussion about technique and various things, and basically the way they're using the shield. It's quite an interesting. It's quite an interesting weapon, and it is a weapon rather than a defensive piece. So it's really quite interesting to watch and observe or look at the different ways you can use it and style. So, a little bit about what you were doing.
Basically, these are a new thing for us. The square shields are possibly Pictish. They're not designed before circles were a thing, apparently. Yeah, that was going to happen. So I knocked this one up in a very, very short time. This is getting replaced. This is rubbish. But it's deer hide on the edge, leather face, and then a slightly anachronistic German boss on this side with the blade catcher. And then our resident monk Jez turned
see
up,
some of the damage on there.
our wandering Cadfael or whatever he is, with his version, which is rectangular.
Yeah.
And probably more accurate, slightly. It's still late, it's a big dog boss. But we discovered this one works more like a medieval punch shield because you can't rotate it as fast. But if your thumb's in the centre and you use it like a buckler, you can play against it. So I mean, there's not really any, as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, there's not any treatise on fighting with shields like this. So we're just sort of making it up as we go along.
Sometimes that's the best way to find interesting things about them, isn't it?
They are extremely fun to use as well.
Hard work.
Oh, the hard work, once you get your mind around it, you start thinking more about mechanics.
The closest I can say is if you use like it's a mindset of a 133 buckler to fight with, but then a punch pervades to strike with, or a punch, there's a medieval name, again, somebody will correct me in the comments, the actual arm shield that you see a lot of the IMCF boys using, just a punch. Yeah. If you use that mentality with this edge, and then a buckler mentality with the other three, it's a very, very fast combat system.
It's also quite tricky because I'm used to using a shield, purely defence, and then, especially with the shield size, opposed to a buckler, they're getting used to using the bigger one. It's
really interesting. What I'll do when he actually eventually finally gets back from New Zealand is I'll give Bob a shout, because I know he's using the leather Iron Age shields, which are basically bucklers but made of leather. I'll give him a shout and see what we can work out with squares, because it can't be that far removed from Messer and buckler.
It's got to be incredibly close.
It's a lot of fun, although I do have to say very, very sorry to Jez Hunt, Ancestor Leathers. I've put a couple of dents on his shield.
digging it like
Now it
It
looks like
so
it's
much
been
better now.
used.
It
looks like it's
used,
been
you know.
used.
I tell you what, mate,
Sort of going as
it's taken more punishment than my hand.
It's buffalo on the front, isn't it?
Is it buffalo? Yeah. Is that historically accurate?
Probably.
That's really nice.
European.
For an older what, though?
European.
As a fighting,
Yeah.
as a fighting
older
thing, I've
football.
literally found you use it like.
European.
Dave, you'll know. What's the Dave Silcastle's learning officer and all sorts of stuff. So you're on the internet.
What? Why am I on the internet?
Just say
Stay
hi.
off, it's fine.
For once, it's with clothes
He's
on.
also a Wall Street storyteller.
Hello.
Hello.
Random tickler of women in the streets in London in 1763.
Outrageous accusation.
What's the shield, the medieval one that straps to the forearm but has the extension, the punch one that all the MCF guys use?
It's a total myth that was made up by Cuban IMCF and
So
doesn't
what's
exist in
what's
real
it
life.
called?
Well,
Does
it
it
doesn't
got a
have a
proper
name.
name?
Well, it doesn't exist.
So it's
We'll
just
call
a
it, just call it, they just call it a punch shield. It's not a real thing. It's not actually, it never actually existed.
There you go, brilliant.
There is some evidence that you could strap. There is some evidence that heater shields often have multiple sets of straps, so that you could strap them that way round, or could hold them that way round.
Roland's
But the
done
things
some
they use in IMCF is just most stuff that you see in IMCF is bollocks.
Oh, we
basically.
know,
Like
we
everything.
know.
The padding is bollocks. The helmets are largely bollocks. Most of the armour is bollocks.
It's getting better.
But the
It's getting
swords
a
look
lot
very
better.
pretty
Master
though.
Yuli's
But
done
because it's kind of like at the end of the day, it's designed to protect you against a large Russian man pummeling you with a huge, like, pummeling you with a like large blunt object. But
Yeah.
there's not.
They've got
Yeah.
the Scottish
But there
public
wasn't.
with big
That
massive swords and arms.
that wasn't kind of like really a major concern in actual medieval combat, where like people had real sharp weapons.
if you've got
It was
that-
largely designed to protect you against that.
I've sort of seen that. If you use that in the same sort of way as a punching lead edge, and support it against your arm, but then think of the other three edges. as a
Bucklers
buffer.
are like.
That is a lot of fun to fight with.
They're entertaining, them little shields.
And thank you very much, Jess, for bringing it.
That's all right.
That
Really,
is-
really
that-
fast. So thank you very much, mate.
Really
That's
hard to use.
Return that to-
Keep injuring each other with it. It's feel free.
I will
It's
do-
quite
Nobody's
entertaining to
been
watch.
injured yet. Everyone's been bashed.
We'll get your battle squad for you. Seeing that yours is, looking at yours is taking a bit of a pummeling you there.
Oh, no,
think
that's
part of
me
it-
being rubbish with the craft knife. That's fine.
I think part of it is with them being so small as well that
fast,
they're fast, but they're quite difficult to damage as well. That you don't need to make them quite as thick and heavy as the others.
That's sort of why with all the new stuff we're doing, we wear the fencing masks and that,
The
because
speed that moves as
it
well.
comes around so fast.
Yeah.
It's really good fun. Really good fun.
With most of us, our beautiful faces would get damaged. I mean, even Gordon has some.
What I have noticed though is,
Yeah. The old Highland special.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
caught with that one before.
but it's rather nasty. But in that one, it actually locks against the handle, so you can.
It's got a good ding on
That's
that.
new.
There's some nice
Yeah.
little things. Well, actually, there's quite a few dings all over it.
The thing is, it was you that did all those.
Yep.
I hate shiny kit.
Yeah, me too.
The bolt and all scuffed to death moment with it.
No, they were.
Shields are meant to be
Mully
smashed
makes
up.
it. It's Mully making those.
If you have a pristine shield, there's something
That's
wrong.
me doing it.
I know, but Mully's making those.
And it's better than being battered yourself, isn't it? A battered shield is better than a battered body.
So it's a good collection of people we've got, really. Like I say, that is a whole lot of fun, mate.
Yeah, quick, isn't it? That was like,
It's hard work with a spear.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard.
try short spear.
No. Why would you let them get closer to you? You can make a long spear short.
Or try it the way that they've got it on the Arbeia stone, where he's got it slung over his shoulder.
Yeah, that'd be a good spear in both hands.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It crops that sort of way of fighting crops up a lot in those early bits and
Fair,
pieces.
it's fairly prevalent.
It's really rare to actually see the way they do it. Well,
It's how
it
Alexander's
is in Norman.
did it as
No,
well.
it is in Norman reenactment groups, but that's mainly because they fight the way that Reacher and Glorum reenact, and they use two-handed. They use Reacher and Glorum use two-handed spear to start with the shield strap. There's actually very little evidence of like how they use round shields.
Have some magic nuts to grow beanstalk.
Well, yeah, but that's specifically.
Magic nuts! A pair of magic nuts!
You're trying to know what a magic squirrel.
Like, if you look at Western shields, like,
Are they the hazels of knowledge?
you've got the shoulder strap, which goes around your neck.
I'm not sure they are they?
Yeah, like an
I'll pop by there.
The Cowgate nuts of unconsciousness.
holding the two strap ends on the centre, like a buckler, or with your arm slid through one and gripping one of the edge.
I really like his front down, but kite shield point down. That's fun.
But yeah, there's remarkably little evidence for how shields are actually held or carried.
It's one of the things that fascinates me about working with them is learning how they work. Because in the last year or so, I've really started to understand round shields and what you can do with
Mark, Lily says you meant to trade the nuts for a cow.
I haven't got a cow anywhere.
those.
Right.
So you're not going to trade your nuts for a cow?
Yeah, they're nice.
That makes sense. There you go, Lily.
Whether that's
Lily, I'll give the seeding, then you can help me nuts in the house and keep them warm.
describing body size.
Actually, no, the cost
Does that mean
Aye.
body
Size,
size,
or does that mean the ones that you see in regular, which are the
Well, that's the one
massive?
I've got.
So what are you doing right now, Mark? Just
That works quite well.
bit exercising.
Because you can.
Because my left shoulder's not as good as it used to be. The road taking a cuff down and think, hell, that was
You might.
cracks and pops quite a lot. So it's just basic upper body.
So if we have a look, he's actually off the floor. Aren't you? There we go.
And even then, it is just support myself freely and put my arms in different stress positions.
Yeah.
Just build up the muscles.
Quite easily.
There's an old bit
I
of
need
door
to
that we found
get back in the back of shape.
Yeah. Just got to do lots of bits of training, haven't you? Get going.
Well, this week so far on Friday, I was with one of our members, Elliot, at a zombie experience.
Yeah.
So I was practicing 3 falls all night because of getting shot.
Yep.
So it is literally from starting straight down. Saturday I was out with my son at soft play, so pure cardio and jumping around like an idiot.
It's a normal weekday for you, isn't it? Jumping around like an idiot.
Yesterday I went and got me a new snake, which I am in the middle of looking for insurance, which I really want to bring.
Be warned, public.
Red-tailed boa constrictor and a ball python. One day I need to sort out insurance and things. Well, something back burner.
We'll get there at some point.
And then apart from that, sword and shield training today, spear training, just little bits and bobs, doing some of the cardio stuff with the ropes and the log. A lot of it, both the free fighting down the end, we've been watching each other, learning and adapting the way we do things, especially against Amy, because she's evil with a spear. So I've been watching the way she moves, and I've been watching some of the ways she's got the tells for her low attack. So I've been picking up little things that by watching her, and she's managed to change it already quite quickly.
She will. She adapts very quickly, doesn't she?
And she's very, very quick as well.
Yeah, she's fast. And I have to say, from looking at a couple of training practice sessions, Mr. Hogg is pretty good with a spear as well.
Mr. Hogg from...
That's James Hogg.
Last year, when we first done the Jarrow Hall Open one for those.
Yeah, the opening event, which was about Easter last year, I think.
Yeah, I believe it was...
Snowed then as well.
Yeah. But I had looked at that video, which is on obviously my YouTube channel, and with Jake and Hogg fighting, and watching him go from spear then to spear now, you can see it's not just he's learned what to do, he's adapted the way he moves. It's not just him and the spear, he's trying to make the spear a part of himself, the same way you do your sword and your shield. And watching him from even last year now, even the last few months, watching him with the spears and things, it's
brilliant.
He's
really come on. He's going to be someone to watch out for. Absolutely someone to watch out for. You know, and the thing is, with us doing a lot more of the live streams like we are at the minute, people are going to be able to come down to events and see these developments themselves when they see our gladiators fighting or whatever we're doing next. Next, actually, is our event over at Segadunum Roman Fort in Wall's End.
7th of next month, I believe.
7th of May. Where we will be there again. Hopefully, the weather will be much nicer, so we can get you guys out in the Ludus.
Yes.
Picts and Romans fighting.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the weather being today, it's not a washout because we've had people down. We've all had a great time.
Had loads of people turn up, haven't we? It's been brilliant.
A lot more than I thought, which is I'm really happy about. Obviously, kids are loving it with the Have a Go stuff.
It's quite a lot
Gordon's
to do.
loving it because he's been let out to run round in the field for a while. It's fine. We'll cage him up later.
Put him back in his box later on. It's
But
fine.
even with the weather like this, everyone's still fine. Except poor Michelle, whose hair's all over.
Oh, my hair's always all over.
It's all right. Michelle will help us put Gordon back in his box later, won't
Chuck
you?
a chicken leg and he'll follow it.
Aye. I'm sure.
But I think they're finished with the free fighting now.
Snowing and chatting. Is it snowing quite heavily, Lily? I'll wait for her to reply. While we wait for her reply, you've been with the Historical Combat Company for how long now?
I've been with the Historical Combat Company for 2 years.
Yeah.
Due to medical issues I had with a bad back injury and things. It's been a year fighting now. I've seen videos from when I first started and watching the way I sword, me gimpy arm as I call it, is I've got a problem of
Let me step
when
back.
I block, I bring the sword in tight across my body, but I'm doing what I do with the arm, so a lot of it, and when I attack, I instinctively pull my arm in to keep it out of the way, and it ends up stuck there. I've tried different things. I've tried forcibly holding up my pants. I've actually, in the house, I've took to just tying a bit like my dressing gown, the rope onto my arm, so as I'm going through the movements in the house, my arm can't come up. And then I've just been trying little things. I don't think it's as bad now.
Yeah.
Touch wood, we'll find out when we next do more sword combat. But it's the improvement. That's one thing I've noticed from 2 years ago, just doing little bits, to obviously having nearly a year out and then back for a year, and I've watched how far I've come. And it is really good to look at it as well. And then I've been looking at other people's videos and it's like, wow, we've all come so far now.
Yeah.
And I was saying that everyone obviously goes home and do research, without the likes of you and Lily and Gordon, especially for the fighting. Without Gordon, I think we're knacked for the fighting. But it is good because it's actually quite good to see, obviously, when with Gordon being out a while, him coming back, it's actually nice to see Gordon improve as well.
Yeah.
It's not like Gordon's that, oh, he's too good. It's watching him improve and watching him adapt the way he's having to fight because of new people coming in.
Yeah. So it's constantly sort of fluid, changing and adapting and moving forward, and we all have room to improve. I think
everyone has.
You always continue learning, don't you? You never finish
if
learning.
Anyone who says they've learned everything they need to learn and they cannot learn no more, it's talking rubbish.
Yeah, I agree.
There's always that one little thing. Even if you do know swords at the back of your hand, just have a look at some other stuff. Have a look at different techniques, especially you've got sword, double sword, sword and dagger, sword and shield. Then you've got sword and buckler, which again is completely different. Yeah. With the 133, and then you've got my personal favourite, long swords.
Yeah.
And then you go on to.
Then you bring other weapons in again with like spear and
you've got
various other things, axes. They're quite good fun.
Trident.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Amazing. And the neck for the yards.
Yeah.
Axes at the minute. I'm leaning towards trying an actual axe shield fight at some point.
It's quite good fun. Gordon was doing one in training recently, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Especially against
and it looked very, very brutal.
Yeah.
We do have. I'd like to just point out we do have a prop, usable.
I'll take these have a look at the prop axe anyway.
I'll travel with you as we go. So we have a usable axe that we can use in fights and demos and training, etc. So it's not going to kill anyone, but it looks real, it looks brutal. Have we got it with us, actually, the axe? There it is. So, looks pretty good.
It does hurt.
Does hurt, yeah. It's leather, I think, isn't it? Mostly?
Yes, it is reinforced leather. 2 bits going up, then leather up.
Yeah, giving all our trade secrets away here.
Oh, this is the prototype. Gordon's got some bigger, better ideas.
I know.
But again, this one, great, because it can hit, but it's also got the little bit of flexibility. So if it does connect and it's not meant to, it is going to hurt, but it's going to take a lot of the impact away. It still stings though. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But axe, if we look at Mr. Hogg here, if you can stand up a moment, is brilliant because you've got all the sneaky things, hook in the neck, legs. Of course, if you stand like that, there's other things like flicking that.
Nice. Bit like the spear then,
Good
really.
shots. Yeah, it is one of the weapons where you can learn everything about it, but as you stand there, you may think, well, wait there, you could slash and then follow through with the back, or if you miss swinging, bring it back again.
What you're seeing is it's a versatile weapon system, Mr. Burns. Yes.
Well,
He's saying it's a lot of fun, is what he's saying.
No matter what you learn, there's always that little bit more to learn.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because personally, I want with a big spike on the end.
So you get the thrust with it, yeah.
Either that, or if anyone, people want to donate, I don't know, some Jedra poles maybe. We would be happy to take Jedra poles. What are the weapons we want? And a long ship. And a longhouse.
And just a site where we can basically have essentially a longhouse all day permanently.
If there are any eligible
so we want land,
millionaires,
land, like if anybody wants to donate some like tract of land somewhere, we'll build the longhouse. Just give us permission to do it.
We will set up a living village.
Yes.
Yeah. That means we'll set up a village and live there, right?
Yeah, living history village where we will live there.
I just thought you need somewhere better to live than Cowgate, mate.
Whoa. Good point. I will live here, it's probably better than Cowgate.
It's probably warmer as well. Okay, so you are booked onto our next weekend trainer.
Yes.
You are. Looking forward to that?
Oh, I'm really excited for that. It's learning different weapons again. The way we're getting graded, it's going to be sword and shield, things like that. So I know I'm going to be fighting against people who are a lot better than me with certain weapon styles, and to be able to watch them and learn from them is going to be fun. Again, Gordon the longsword, I can't wait to step up against him, the longsword. I've been watching some sneaky little videos by the Germans, and it just looks brilliant. And it's not just that, it's going to be good to see everyone again, because we've got a lot of the HCC down here today, but it's all the other ones who couldn't make it because they're working or they've got the kids and the kids are off school. It's really nice to see everyone again and then watch how far they've progressed since the last time I've seen them, because I don't think there's anybody now who isn't going home in training and just doing little bits to practice, and I think that's what stepped everyone's game up. It's no longer nobody's going to training then wait until next training to learn anything new. Everyone's got the determination now. They're just going out, they're doing it at home, they're doing it at training, and they're telling a lot of people as well, so hopefully I'll have more to fight against, which I'm excited for.
And we're going to be doing several different weapon systems as well, so you're looking forward to that? It's going to be quite intense.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the more intense training sessions?
For me, I like to get hands-on and learn. I can read a book and read the instructions and say, okay, I think I can figure that out.
Yeah. So basically firing loads of information at you and lots of styles and training at you in one longer session over a day, or as our weekend is going to be over 2 days, is actually more preferred to your learning style really as well.
Sticks with us a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And the problem we've got with books, especially some of the older manuscripts, doing again longsword with Gordon, we're trying to mimic 3 or 4 different things, and because it's pictures and translations, it all gets
you lose a bit, don't you? Whereas when you're actually doing it,
feel the mechanics are right. Well, no, it can't be this because and then when
it gets lost in translation between actually doing it and the written word, doesn't it? It's not as easy to write down as you think.
Yeah, because we've looked at some steps for one of the fights in Game of Thrones, Brienne of Tarth versus Jaime Lannister, and the way it's written down for the fighters. It's insane. It's left foot, high right attack, so that's quite easy. Left foot, high right. Then some was right, left, right, and that was just the footworks, but it had no direction forward or backwards and things. It's like, and it's not until you're sitting there and you work it out with the weapon in your hand, thinking, right, if I do this, I'm dead. So it must be back, forward, back, and then attack.
Yeah. And that actually makes a lot more sense for you, and it does for me as well. I find that sort of method helps me learn things a lot quicker. It also makes me understand and appreciate the systems a lot. like I say, you've been with us for quite a while now. You've done different types of training, and you've been involved in a lot of stuff. For someone that's not worked with us before, or trained with us before for that matter, what would you say the benefits of coming and training with us? Like, what have you got out of it? You know, at the end of the day, this is something that you spend money on. You do. You spend money on training, on kit and gear, weaponry, and all sorts of things. Even if you're making them yourselves, you're still
buy materials, cost things,
putting money into it. Why are you doing that? What makes you want to put that money in, and the effort as well, because it's a lot of time for training, etc. Why are you doing it? What's the benefit behind it? What do you love about it?
Everything. I love the camaraderie, the friendship.
And excellent, slave overseer.
The money thing for me doesn't really matter, because whatever I spent with working with the HCC, I've made that back anyway, and then extra. So that negates most of it. But for me, it's not the money.
I'm just going to say that again. You've made that money back.
Yeah.
From
doing the shows and things. So
right.
I'm spending money on kit, but then I'm doing the shows and I'm getting it back. So it's like, well.
So what you're saying is that we are paying you essentially
to hit people with swords,
to play with swords publicly.
It's not just that, when I first came, I knew Elliot Sinclair and Amy, and that was it. Then it was sitting at Jan Hall, the pirate gig.
You got to meet a lot more people, see a lot more of what we do.
As I was going to go home, Gordon said, well, do you want to stay with us tonight? We'll go through more stuff. We'll discuss the training with you. It's like, okay.
Oops, drop the camera. Whee. There we go. We're back.
Hey, look, I found the Wi-Fi.
You keep all of that. Put it on there.
I'll put it there, otherwise I'll drop it.
It'll be safer.
But I haven't just gained friends with likes of everyone here. It is like a family.
Yeah.
And the skills you learn as well, it's not just the fighting for me. I've went from 15 stone down to 11 and a half now.
Wow.
40-inch pants down to 32.
That's impressive, well done.
I am a smoker. I was quite a heavy smoker. I'm now fitter than I have been. Fitter than I've been since I was a teenager, actually. I'm a lot fitter. I'm a lot happier in myself.
Yeah.
Because I have had things that when you're feeling low, there's nothing better than just messaging your friends, right, do you want to do some sport and train? Brilliant. And then I was going to everyone training, friendship, and with me, with certain things, as I say, with the arm, it was good to people say, right, stop, think what you're doing wrong, without you moving, you're going through, and your mental, right, I've got my feet planted, sword, arm again. And it's because I tried all these different ways, other people come up with ideas of, well, have you tried this, have you tried that, or have you tried just going through the entire routine with a shield tucked in? So even though
you're learning more about your body and how your body works, like, as you learn how the systems work.
Body mechanics.
Body mechanics.
Craziest thing in the world.
It's amazing stuff, body mechanics, isn't it? Fascinating stuff.
Bambi's head. Bambi, could you bring your head here, please?
This should be interesting.
I cannot hit Bambi there. He is safe. But if I extend...
Yep, that definitely hit him.
Then bring it back up. That one little spin with the extension.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're not actually moving either. Your body's not moving. You stay exactly where you were.
There it is. Extend and then the flick. It's crazy.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Thank you, Bambi. Numerous times, but I still can't figure out how just pushing and then twisting.
Just makes that.
If people want to try to draw, the things you used to do when you were a kid, start with both your fingers to a hold and then do that. And it looks like your arms go longer. But when you're moving your shoulder, it's pulling the muscle and pulling the other one in a bit more, so it gives you that extra reach.
Yeah.
And it's just strange little things like that. It's really annoying because you can't figure out why it works, but it does.
That's cool. So do you have a message for anyone that has maybe either they haven't tried it before, or they've done something like LARPing, a reenactment? We're different from that. Yes?
Yes, we are.
We don't do the same style. It's a very different style.
Yeah,
so what would you suggest? What would you say to them about coming along and trying out at the next training weekend that we've got
anyone
on?
wants to try, even before the next training weekend, I'll come down to one of the shows we're doing, speak to, well, anyone. You can have a feel of the weapons, see how you like them, discuss with everyone what they've gone through, how they adapted, like what brought them into it, and then just come down to a training session and meet everyone, enjoy yourself and learn some amazing things.
And are we serious? Are we always really deadly serious,
or
no? No?
Far from it.
Yeah, so we like to have a bit of a laugh.
I've had my hair spray painted with glitter pink because...
Yes, you did, but we'll not say what in.
No,
we'll not say if there was any designs or anything. We put, yeah.
It's just silly little things like that.
We like to have a laugh.
We work hard and play hard, basically.
Yeah, I think that's actually a perfect way of putting it. And we like to have a good laugh, and we like to just try stuff out and have ideas and expand on them and see what we can come up with and create.
It's not just that, it's the people we've got. It isn't just sword fighting either. It's, obviously we've got James Humes, who does all the wrestling, which learning that, again, is absolutely brilliant. We've got Gordon, he does the leather and the horn and some stuff in the forge, and I'm going to be going up at some point to have a look into that side of things and see how historically they would have been made, as it's a lot different to just buying a leather belt which has been pushed through the machine to watching somebody do it all by hand. But if anyone's interested, come down to one of the training. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not going to lie and say you're going to love it, you'll instantly fall in love like I did, but go down, you will learn some new skills, even if you want to do it like one or two people do, just for the physical fitness side. And to meet them,
because it is physically demanding, isn't it? It's not exactly, although you don't have to be fit. Let's be honest, we're not all the fittest bunch of people in the world.
We are all in shape. round as a shape.
Various shapes. But we're not the fittest of people in the world, or we don't look like we are. So you don't have to be stupidly fit to do it.
No.
However, it is physically demanding. You will get fitter whilst training as well.
And you will get fitter without realising it as well.
Yeah.
And like any show, everyone comes down to see how everything's set up. And then people have got to remember that it takes about an hour and a half in the morning. Normally about 6 in the morning to get half it set up. To then keep going the same at night. So it is demanding, but it's not until the next day, really, when you notice.
Yeah.
Unless Gordon's feeling particularly evil and has you on the ropes, or as Amy found out last year, it's take that sandbag over there. And she came back without it, so she had to go get it, and then we sent it back again, and just little things like that. And
but it's a good laugh.
I mean, I've got a bad back, but it doesn't bother us. I've got the point now where, from when I first started, from having a permanently hunched posture to actually, like, literally being bent over and actually stand straighter.
Yeah.
And actually hold myself better and stand this for a lot longer. And physically, it's just, I've found muscles I didn't have before. And, where'd you come from?
Oh, I didn't know there was one there.
But again, I haven't really changed my diet. I still eat kebabs and pizzas.
A lot.
People love that show. I still enjoy a couple of beers every other weekend with the lads, or mead, which is my favourite thing. But again, it's the fact I'm still losing weight, I'm still getting in shape, I'm starting to define my body again, I'm getting muscles and things through, and the health goes up.
I'll remind him, Lily, don't you worry. Lily says to remind Gordon that mead is medicinal and helps with all sorts of things.
Is that a wink, wink, nudge, nudge?
It was a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think Lily says mead is medicinal and helps, and that you need to tell and communicate to Sam of the lovely Crimson Moon this before you leave, or before she leaves.
Yes, it is. Mead is medicinal.
Yep.
Money, eh?
Mead is very medicinal. Very good for you.
Mead's lovely. Actually, I'll tell you what, should we Should we all chip a couple of quid in and get a bottle made?
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah,
should.
we probably
Yeah,
should.
we could totally do that. What do you reckon?
Well,
Typical.
my foot's hurting a bit, so I think
Oh,
it's time for
yeah,
medicinal mead.
I've got an aching shoulder from carrying this camera for so long, so...
Medicinal mead.
She says, for me!
Now, if
For
everyone,
me!
if anyone has a home for going to live in after he's just been kicked out by Lily,
Because the thing with alcohol is it's a diuretic, it thins the blood and stuff, so it's really bad for the healing process.
but it's really bad for you if Lily doesn't get made during the healing process.
Don't be daft, you can't get off the sofa to chase us.
Yeah, but she's a woman, she has amazing memory, and she will save up and do it again in your sleep.
Yeah.
Love you, Lily. Don't
We are live on the internet, aren't we?
Yes, you are, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
again, this is the fact that we're not serious all the time. It is just having a laugh and a joke.
Well,
Unless Gordon goes missing then.
you know, I'd say we're serious in the right level. What is it Dave Smith, Dave the Bard says? Reverence and mirth in equal measure. I think it's...
We'll work hard and we'll play hard.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think if you're doing something like this and you don't enjoy the process of it and you don't have fun while you're doing it, that sort of copies off across the public. You know, if
Yeah.
all the team are laughing and smiling and having a good bit of crack backwards and forwards between everybody,
Yeah.
then the public see that and it crosses over. You know,
Yeah.
I think.
It does.
I could be wrong, but
if
we always
you're
seem to
sitting there
get
like,
fairly comfy nights.
with a face on and just down and that, and the public will see it and they're like,
And let's be honest, today's been the sort of day that if we really wanted to, we could be stood around with a face on because it's been cold.
It's very cold, it's very wet.
I went outside to go to the loo about 3 hours ago and I'm still drying out. It was so wet. But, you know, we're still here. The traders are all happy. They're undercover.
We're all
They're
having a laugh and a
selling bits
joke.
and pieces. There are people still coming in, which is fantastic. So if you've been along today, thank you so much for supporting the
Yes,
event.
thank you.
You know, it's wonderful. And come any time. Arbeia's here all the time. It's always free entry. There aren't always people here, but, you know, on better days, looking around the site itself, the archaeology here is absolutely incredible, and the history. There were a load of, like, you know, the Tigris boatmen. Hello. There were a load of Tigris boatmen here for a long time, and mercenaries. It's a real hub of the Roman world, and you can still see that in the ground.
we didn't even find out last year. It was just reading the
There's so much information on the site, so much you can know by wandering around and reading. There's the gatehouse that they've rebuilt. There's the new work that they've just done where they've paved the wall so you can see the actual line of the fort. It's amazing.
Yeah, it looks
what
lovely,
the Titan
actually.
Weir have done over the winter. The garrison house is open now as well, with some lighting and stuff in, which is the building behind here. You know, that's well worth a visit. If you've not seen that before, it's well worth coming for a nose round. You know, it's lovely, and the fact that it is a free venue with somewhere as awesome as this in it that you can just wander into
Yeah,
anytime
it's
you like.
beautiful. And, you know, the camera will never do it justice, but it's stunning if you come and have a look at it in real life.
It's wonderful, and it's, you know, it's history right there for you to look at. Obviously, when it's raining, you want to look at the indoor bits a lot more, but there's so much on the site.
Especially where we are as well, we take, 5 minutes walk from South Shields metro station?
Oh, is it? Yeah.
And about 15 minutes walk away from the beach.
It's really accessible.
Yeah, it is literally just a quick walk.
Yeah.
So if you did bring, especially on a hot day, come up here with the kids, go to the beach, come back up here, you just spend, it is a place where you can spend all day.
It's free entry. You can come in about 9 times in a day. They don't mind.
Anyone.
You know, the cafe's great.
The cafe is lovely as well.
I was speaking to a lady earlier who says that when she picks her grandson up from the school down the road, they come here for a picnic because they have a cafe, and then head home after
Although
picnic.
I would say probably if you are visiting somewhere like Arbeia, any museum up and down the country, the armories, anything that is free entry, if they've got a donation box, please, you know, chuck a couple of pounds, even if it's a couple of pounds in, because everything helps keep the museums running, you know, everything helps keep it going. Even if you don't want to do that, just spend some cash in the gift shop. You know,
And the cafe, and
buy
yeah,
a coffee.
buy a coffee, get a guidebook,
Yeah.
And come down and support the events. So if you have been, if you're like these wonderful people and you've been out in the weather, you know, and you braved the... It was meant to be snow, it's been rain, but if you braved the weather and you've come down to support Arbeia and to support us, it's been fantastic, and thank you so much.
Yeah, really, thank you.
Everyone with mobile phones and the technology now, even if you can't come down, share the page, because you'd be surprised how many people don't know about them, and it is a real disappointment. Well, I remember coming here when I was 8 and 9 years with my dad, spending just every weekend here.
Yeah, last year we had a lass that was, I think she's in one of the corner houses that way,
just on that side, yeah,
came down and didn't even realise the museum was open anymore. So, you know, it's a great resource to have. They've got so much info on site. The staff are... Well, the staff
know bits.
Yeah, staff are lovely.
Yeah, staff are brilliant.
It's the same across all the Tyne and Wear sites. There's so much there that you can get to, and none of the admission prices are ridiculous.
No.
You know, it's all accessible, it's all there, but if people don't want it and don't use it,
then it's not going to be forever, unfortunately.
I mean, look at it. It needs work done on it constantly to keep it looking like this. If people don't support it, it won't get a heritage funding. So that's it.
It's one of those things, unfortunately, if you don't use it,
you lose it.
And that will be a heartbreaking day to see something like this.
At the risk of being that guy, what was it last year? Hashtag support live theatre.
Yep.
Yes.
Hashtag support heritage, live shows, history, theatre, music,
everything.
Hashtag them all.
Cinema.
But yes. Yeah.
Even just do something.
Yeah. That's good enough to get me for Lily, who is stuck at home in the snow in Chatham. Thanks for tuning in, Lily. Thanks for that, Mark.
No problem.
Catch up with you after a bit more fighting later on, maybe?
Yeah, I'm just going to go have a drink and rehydrate.
That's probably a very good idea. Keep hydrated.
And bounce on, keep on.
Thanks very much,
No
Mark.
problem.
So... Oh, fingers. So that was Mark. We're just doing a little bit more interviewing, etc. That's been quite a long session, this one. Sorry for keeping you for such a long time, but it's important and it's nice to get to meet the team as well. So we've got a couple more guys to meet and greet. I might get a couple of them together and do an interview together and have a bit of a chat, and we'll go live again in a little bit of time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Keep watching. Bye.